Hey everybody, welcome to the Big Screen Bros podcast.
Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about Halloween. It's just gonna be a special Halloween episode, and we're gonna be talking about our favorite movies from Halloween, Halloween theme, horror movies, I guess, fall into that. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. So here we have Ash with his anime profile pic. He couldn't even bother to switch one to a Halloween one. That's cool. We
I'm
got
from a
me,
third world country, we don't have luxury to celebrate Halloween.
and we have me, Naps reacts on YouTube, and we have Chaos King, which is the last. Yes, and he's gonna do a big reveal, I guess.
All right, I passed out waiting for this intro for so long.
With the Red Hood mask
Oh,
and
man,
an apron. Do you work at Home Depot? What's happening?
I do work at Home Depot. It's my new job.
Okay, what else do you have on? You what else you wearing? A jacket?
The vest, and I got a gun. Bang, 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 bang. It's not real.
Bro, is it the $28 one?
You scared me there for a minute, but thank you for clarifying. It wasn't real.
Oh.
So is that like an official like you bought the whole set for Red Hood?
No, the gun was some cheap thing. My
Dumb.
favorite Halloween movie is very difficult to answer personally because it's not a Halloween movie, but it's a horror movie.
Which
Like,
one?
Like, if it has to be Halloween themed around Halloween time, I think the easy answer for someone my age range would be to say Halloween Town. It's a Disney
I
classic. I don't know why you're laughing.
I agree. But the thing is, I watched Halloween Town and I don't remember any of it. I gotta say, I mean, I was a huge fan of Halloween when I was a kid, but as an adult, like, I have no love for it. I mean, it's not like Christmas and Christmas. I can feel the Christmas spirit. On Halloween, I just don't feel the spirit.
I
I
mean,
just wanted to
personally,
celebrate
Halloween
it
is all
once,
about the
but I'm
candy.
too old now.
Well, in terms of movie, obviously, I've seen I think I've seen most of the Halloween movies, even though they're not.
Personally, I'm not a fan of Halloween, the whole series, franchise, whatever. I'm not a fan.
Oh, the Halloween franchise? The
Yeah.
Freddy one? No. The Michael Myers one? Was it Michael?
Yeah,
Yes,
Michael
Miguel.
Myers, Miguel Myers, right? Um,
Miguel.
yeah, I actually watched most of them and I enjoyed most of them, honestly. Uh,
See, I think it's like I don't mind the whole part about it being horror. Like, they're a little goofy, silly. We watch anime, we know how it is. Everything's not real, but it's just the story never interested me. And they made like how many of those movies? Like 6?
oh, there's way more than six, I think, because
Yeah.
they keep remaking them again too.
Like I told y'all, I saw a few weeks ago. That's number 10. That's crazy. You're killing. It's like it's the same people too. Very rarely is it anyone new. The main people, at least. You're just like putting too much out there, and yeah, it's over like 30, 40 years, so they got time. You're putting too much out there, and the story really isn't getting good.
I mean, it's true. I
Entertaining,
saw.
but
I think I saw the first Saw movie and thought it's all right, and then I saw the second one and I'm like, okay, and then they came up with a third and I'm like, I get it. I
Then
don't
they
need to
came out with the
watch
fourth, and you were
more
like,
of
okay,
this.
stop this
Like
shit.
I get the whole concept of it. Uh,
well,
And
at
then they
least with
did the
Halloween,
Jigsaw
they
one.
had
They
the
were like,
Halloween
let's
Ends
go
movie
talk
last
about
year,
Jigsaw. Then they
so
had the one
technically
with
it's
Chris
done.
Tucker.
Halloween's done because the Halloween Ends movie.
Oh wait,
But
Chris Rock.
I heard someone on Instagram said like the rights got sold to somebody, so they may make it like a TV show. So it's not ends; it's still gonna be around, which is crazy.
oh my god.
Michael's cool. He died like a bitch though. Spoiler.
Now, I remember there was a Halloween movie that showed that basically the concept was that Michael Myers is like an omen or like something that happens every 100 years or something, which is like some kind of evil is born into this world, and
Crazy.
that
I remember I met one of the nurses who was at the hospital when I gave birth, when I was born. I mean, and she was like, "Yeah, today's the day some omen was supposed to be born." I was like, "That's crazy, yo."
yeah, that was kind of the story in one of the movies, but the whole the tone of the movies tend to vary. Uh,
Anybody seen that one where the Nightmare of the Elm Street guy fights against Jason?
So I
oh
think
yeah, you mean Freddy versus Jason?
more
Yeah.
than anything, both Jason and Freddy are better than Michael Myers.
I disagree. I think Michael Myers is slightly cooler than both of them.
First of all, cool. Nobody's cooler than Freddy.
Freddy is
Like,
just kind of like an
yeah,
asshole.
you gotta realize Michael, Michael and Jason are pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, they are.
So, like, you can pick or choose which one's better. But Freddy, come on now, he can haunt your dreams. So literally, you can't run
That's
away.
true. I'm gonna change my opinion and agree with you.
And he
Uh,
actually talks and jokes around.
yeah, he's like a Bugs Bunny of your nightmares.
Then
You
there's
know,
also the clown, the IT guy, IT clown.
Pennywise, right? Uh,
He's not a
Pennywise,
clown.
he is a clown.
He's an alien.
There's two Pennywise movies, right? Since
Yeah.
they remade them.
Well, there's
I
three.
don't. No, are you kidding me? There's
They
a
made
third one.
two of the new one.
Okay.
You didn't see it,
No, I only saw the first one of the new ones.
bro? It came out like 6 years ago. The second one.
Yeah, I know, dude. I missed out on a couple movies, but that remake that I saw, the first one, was actually pretty good. I liked it
Really,
more than the old one.
I enjoyed the first remake over the second and the original.
But he wasn't scary. I didn't find him scary at all.
But
Pennywise.
I think one of the main things, especially when you have like a big monstrous creature like that, do they need to be scary? Because like you have Michael and Jason, you see these big ass niggas just stabbing people and then walking toward you. They don't even run at you. They walk.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's scary, so everyone just runs away the second you see them.
It is
And bleep me
scary.
out when I said the N word. But then you have Freddy, who haunts your dreams. You run in your dreams, so you can't physically run. And now you have Pennywise. Pennywise looks cute, but you gotta remember he'll run after you. I think it's scarier to have a clown. First of all, clowns are creepy. I'm not a fan of clowns. I remember when I was a kid and
Were
I was in
you
a
one of
hospital.
those kids who would run after seeing the clowns or what?
No, when I was in a hospital as a kid, like they brought two clowns into my room, and I was just like, really? Like they're like doing these
Why would
joking
they
games.
even bring clowns in a hospital? You were not even a Make-A-Wish kid.
I wasn't exactly, but they still gave me clowns, and they're jumping around doing their thing. It was like the Joker clown, except they didn't have a gun. And I was like, oh wow.
Dude, you know what's messed up? I'm gonna have to go at this part. But when you said that, Ash, I just imagine, I just imagine Chaos as a little kid with a bald head, all fragile. Papa, I want to go. My last wish
Is
to
to
see a
see a
clown.
clown.
Uh, uh, you know what? In my real
You see
life,
this?
I never had
You see
many
this?
encounters with clowns in real life.
You see
Honestly,
this, right?
I see. Yeah, I see your gun.
Yeah, make that joke again.
You know the thing about with Freddy's, I would agree that Freddy's awesome. Yeah, he's kind of unique as a horror villain. There's
Yeah,
But
nobody
and he
like
Pennywise,
him.
haunts you in your dream.
No, no, no. It's his personality. The guy, like, you can tell he really enjoys his job. You know, he's a guy that loves. He loves life when he had it. Now he loves the afterlife as a demon. Uh, and he's just a guy that really has passion for his work. You know.
But look at Pennywise, okay? Like I said, he's a clown. That's creepy, but besides that, he's a pretty nice guy. Like, remember Georgie when he was in the sewer? He
Hmm.
wanted Georgie to have fun playing games. Like, he's really got like pedo vibes, but he's a nice guy.
Uh,
I know he targets kids, and that's easy prey. Like he understands the game. If he you saw what happened. Ash, did you see the second It movie?
No, I only saw the first one. Second one, I was like, nah, not interested. What's it
yeah,
about?
the same.
See, the fact is, you should watch every movie.
No, bro.
No,
Who
it
says that?
wasn't a question. So
Oh, did
in
you?
the second movie, they're all grown up. All the kids from the first one that lived are grown up, and they kick Pennywise's ass. Pretty much, he can't fight kids. He can't fight adults. He can only fight kids. So he knows his what he's better against.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, in the first one they reveal that basically he gets his power from fear. If you don't fear him, he's powerless. But if you fear him for even just a
He's
little
like
bit,
Jesus.
how is he like?
Isn't that the
Uh,
same thing? Like fear God or something?
you actually made a connection with that. I'm impressed. Uh, yeah, I
That's why I
guess,
don't
but that's
fear
not
God.
Jesus. That God.
I
That's
fear
God. God
God.
is like
Even
fear me.
Jesus was fearful of God.
No,
He
Jesus
was
was
like,
like
I'm your
Jesus
son
was the
and you put me
carpenter,
on a
dude.
cross? You freaking useless bum.
I don't
Jesus
fear
is like
God. I
Jesus
kill
is
God.
like my dad is the president kind of guy. I mean, he himself doesn't have the authority to smite you. He's just gonna report you to his dad, and his dad is gonna do the work. Uh,
You know what's funny?
But at the same time, Pennywise
Like, people
is
should look at Jesus and be like, that was God's son, and he was put on a cross. Imagine what would happen to them.
you gotta
exactly.
They're not
remember
even
that
God's
was
son, bro. They're
how
gonna
many
get
years ago?
fucking pitchforks up
Like
their arse.
if it actually happened, how many years ago was that?
Like 20 years ago, I don't know.
Maybe.
Wasn't that long ago?
They didn't have the brain power to understand. Oh, he's just Chris Angel.
I am the mind freak. Uh, you know
Oh yeah.
the thing about all those movies, they're horror movies, but they don't really feel like they have the Halloween spirit. They're just horror movies, like
So
something
I guess
like Halloween.
technically Halloween is Halloween time. The rest of them are just horror. Yeah.
Ooh, bro, I know which movie has more spirit of Halloween than all of those. Hocus
Halloween
Pocus,
town.
Hocus Pocus, dude. The first one
Bro,
specifically.
here's the thing. That isn't. It's a Halloween movie, but it isn't horror. You know.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That a movie like that carries the spirit of Halloween way more than something like Jason would. You know, I think, in my opinion, because it's like the fantasy part of Halloween,
You know,
but it's not. It doesn't have all the murders. Oh, you know.
But
there's
it does have
one.
virgins.
Do you guys, like, when you were kids, have you seen Goosebumps?
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
was the
You get
haunted
it's
mask
back
one.
on
That
Disney
was
Plus now.
perfect. Like, it captured the spirit of Halloween, and
exactly.
it
Yeah.
added the horror element to it.
You know it's on Disney Plus, the new one.
I only know
Oh,
about the old ones.
yeah. I've seen it. I've seen it like the trailer of it, but I haven't seen
I mean, if you support Disney, you should watch it. That's all I'm saying.
Like, honestly,
it.
as a kid, that mask was really freaky because
I
it
know
was
it gave
like
me
gooey,
nightmares.
sweary kind of thing, and it was
Yeah.
creepy.
Which mask?
The
The green mask from the first
the
episode.
haunted mask in the Goosebumps.
It's just like my mask, except green.
Have you guys ever seen Stephen King's movies? Like, not there's a one that is a bunch of cars that kill people. Have you guys seen that movie?
I've heard of it.
I saw it. Stephen King has a bunch of like B-rated,
Oh,
like B movies about horror, They're actually kind of
Here's your,
entertaining.
can I say
Hey, hey,
something
hey,
that won't judge me?
hey,
But
godless. Have you seen that
Stephen
movie? I
King is
forgot the
trash.
name. Where like the killer tomatoes. They just
Yeah, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, bro.
that was so
Like,
funny. The tomatoes killing people.
Yeah.
don't judge me when I say this, but Stephen King sucks.
Yeah, guy, bro, you have the worst opinions ever.
Look, I
Honestly.
recently, I told you I use Audible now. I read some of
Okay.
his books. Trash.
Which ones?
Carrie.
Carrie's a good movie. It's a good horror movie.
No, did you read the book?
No, bro, I don't read books, and you don't read books either. You listen to
Which
books.
was the
Okay,
Jack
okay.
Nicholson one?
Look,
God, I
the
forgot
book
the name.
starts out.
That one is The Shining.
Ah, that was good. That was also Stephen King.
Yeah, it was.
The Shining wasn't even that good.
No, the thing is, The Shining is like a spiral. It's like a spiral down psychosis. It's like a trip. It's not really horror. It's like a psychological thriller, I think. Um,
Stephen King is the same thing as M. Night Shyamalan.
bro, not even. Although I would say I do like Shyamalan. A lot of people hate him, but I don't. I don't mind him.
I don't hate him. He just sucks.
No, did you guys see the elevator one? The horror movie that he won? It's another. If everybody's in the elevator and one of them is the devil.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one, bro. That was fun.
I know, right? That's a fun. That's a fun movie.
Like they're all stuck in the elevator, and the best part was like it was just like everything is shot inside that elevator, but it was done in an interesting way.
Yeah, exactly. And it turned out to be the a possessed old lady.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was like
It was.
that was funny the way that the lady just showed herself.
You do realize he is the biggest propaganda artist of any author out there.
in terms of what
Most of
kind of
his
one?
ideas have been stolen.
I don't think you care, and I don't
I
care
do
either.
care. I can't. You're mentioning this trash. This isn't that. That isn't Halloween.
Okay, then tell
Nothing
me.
about him is Halloween. Nothing about him is horror. He is a cheap pop character, and that's all he makes are cheap pop movies. He's lucky that actors like that cheap stuff because the people will go see those actors.
Actually,
That's all I'm saying.
I think I've
Don't keep
enjoyed
the
most of his
messenger.
movies, even though they're not. I can't
Good.
defend them as good,
Yeah.
but I've enjoyed them at the very least.
It's one
You
of those
enjoyed him.
movies which you know are not good, but the thing is that they are entertaining.
Exactly.
Everything's entertaining to somebody.
You're
That
Yeah.
not
doesn't mean
saying
they should be
anything,
made.
chaos,
That doesn't
with
mean
that
they
kind of
shouldn't be.
statement.
Choo
That's like
choo.
saying we breathe air and we drink water. But go ahead, dude. If you know so much about Halloween, enlighten us.
Yeah, tell
What
us
is?
one good movie of Halloween.
I literally said Halloween Town. Halloween Town 2
Yeah,
is even
yeah, that's
better.
it. If you only
Halloween
said
Town 3 is
one,
not as good.
you need to come up with more than one, bro.
I just said Halloween Town 2.
Okay, that's not.
Halloween
That's
Town
not
was
fair.
not even
Like
horror,
Hocus,
bro. Tell a horror movie.
like what you said, Hocus Pocus is Halloween themed.
Mhm.
So I think the real question is, are we going strictly Halloween or horror?
No, I think we can mention both, but we should make the distinction. What
So,
is like a Halloween movie and what is a horror
so
movie?
for horror specifically, obviously you have like Exorcist,
Oh yeah,
possible
dude.
the original.
Dude. Here's the thing about The Exorcist. That this is a personal story. I come from like a Christian family, so my
Oh, me
mother,
too.
yeah. So my mother always, they always like ingrained into my head that all that Exorcist stuff is real. And the Stigmata. Remember that movie too? Uh,
Yeah.
it's like all that stuff is real. And I'm like, dude. Okay, so my mother told me that she saw The Exorcist on movie theaters, and there was a scene where the girl, uh, how do I say this, penetrates herself with a cross. Uh,
What do you even
that's a,
mean?
don't make me that's the most PG way that I could say that. Okay, the girl that was possessed basically uses a cross as a dildo, right?
Yeah.
Uh, so
Oh what?
she told me she saw that scene
Oh, she used the
I
cross as a what?
as a dildo.
What is that?
Anyway, she told me she saw that scene in the movie theaters as she was a teenager, and it'll scar her for life. And she always told me she always built up that movie as this movie that's incredibly demonic that I shouldn't see it. And then when I saw it, it was super demonic, and I was like, "Holy, I don't, I don't like this."
Can I ask you
Like,
something? Can I ask you something?
uh,
What about that movie is demonic?
dude,
Now, look, look. I
in
saw
my
it.
case,
I saw it as a child. Like I was like 6, and that was the first time I saw it. Yeah, I hated it. That made me hate horror. But I saw it years later, and I was like, okay, this really isn't that bad.
You know,
So what about you?
the
What about the experience still makes you think that movie's demonic?
I saw Exorcist 1 and Exorcist 3, and
why are
this
you
was
saying it like that though? It's The Exorcist,
It's a language issue, man. Come on.
Exorcist, Excelsior.
What about that movie makes you think it's
bro, those two
demonic?
movies were scary, man. The first and the third one. Oh my god.
Well, they were scary if you're a child.
Yeah, I
As
was
an
a
adult,
kid,
they're
and
just
I
kind
didn't
of
know that they were supposed to be horror movies. I was like, oh, these
okay.
movies
So,
look cool.
are you telling me that both of you, as children, thought that was real?
No, but it was scary.
Yes, yes. In my case, yes. Because again, my case is different because my mother built it up, and she did the build up so much. And when I actually saw the movie, and I saw how like graphic it was, and
No,
I did
the
feel like
thing
it's
was
a
that
demonic
like
movie.
even when I was a kid, like they kept telling about like people getting possessed because like in yeah,
Exactly,
and the thing was that like there were some of my aunts that would tell stories about like they went to a temple and some lady got possessed during the
exactly.
and they
Yeah.
she started like she opened her ear and I was like what the hell
Do
and
you
then
realize those ladies were either on drugs or faking it because the church hired them?
Dude, you can say that all the Christians are on drugs because they all will tell you that that's real. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And chaos probably it probably
I
didn't
am
scare you
Christian.
because your parents didn't push that on you,
They
did they?
did. I literally
Well,
had to go to church twice a week.
well, I don't know, dude.
I
you're just an android, right?
look.
You have
I
no
see the
feelings.
world through dead eyes. Okay,
Yeah, we know,
there
bro.
is no demonic. There is no demons out there. If there were, I would be one.
And you knew that at 6 years old when you first
Yeah,
watched The
like I
Exorcist.
said, I thought the movie was scary, but I didn't think it was real because
Obviously,
other
I knew it
people
was a
said the
movie,
stupid
but I
things.
think I knew it was a movie, but I thought it was based on something that happens, and that just made it
So
scarier.
crackhead Joe took too much crack and she's having a seizure, and they hired the church people to get her better.
Oh, I've seen videos of those. I've seen videos of like some women in the middle of the road just going crazy. Uh, and they're probably on, like you said, crack on their meth or like bath salts or something. But they do seem possessed. But I think they're just on drugs. Uh, but I saw another Exorcist movie that I don't remember that much. It was a later one. I don't remember it much, but I do remember a scene that really left an impression on me. The setting was in Germany with all the Nazis and stuff, and they held like a little Jewish kid in front of like a Jewish priest, and the Jewish priest was like, "Please let the kid go." He was just begging them to let the kid go, and the soldier just grabbed a gun and pointed at his kid's head. And he said, "God isn't here," and he blew his brains out, like the little kid's brains out. I'm like, "Holy!" Uh, but that's all I remember from that movie. Uh, The Exorcist, I would say exorcism stuff. I'm not a fan of, although I've seen other ones too. I saw one with Heath Ledger, and I don't remember the plot now, but I
Oh,
know he was
Brokeback
in
Mountain.
one.
Yeah, I
What?
love that one. I think exorcism movies, they are very fun. Because the idea of demons existing and angels pretty much doing nothing is hilarious, first of all. And the only people who can stop the demons are priests who have not been trained in any form of combat, but they can read the Bible and they know some Latin. Like it's
Yeah.
every exorcism movie. Since I saw the original Exorcist, everything's just kind of funny to me, you know. But
I did
besides,
like when they made it a joke in like the scary movies and even in on the Boondocks when they do the exorcism on
yeah,
that old guy. What do you guys think about they were popular for a while? I forgot their name. The paranormal movies were just like
trash.
a ghost
Oh,
in the
I
house.
remember the one camera kind of one, right? Like it's being shot by a
Yeah,
camera.
Yeah,
trash.
by like a house camera.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah, I
first
remember.
one was
It was kind
fun,
of an interesting concept, I would say.
yeah, but then they ran it to the ground.
Exactly.
The
And
first
that's what
one is the
it's
only
the same
one
thing
that
with Saw. It's kind of like
is the
the same thing with
worth
Saw. It's a
watching.
formula, but then they run it to the ground.
Like the Chronicle, that was fun movie. Do you guys remember that?
I,
The Chronic.
The Chronicle.
of Narnia.
No, 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 no. This was
Oh, I
the
love
one where
Narnia.
like the like people have superpowers and these are all just kids, and then like the main character is an anti-hero, and that was fun.
I haven't seen it, but it sounds interesting.
Is that like an Indian-based movie?
No, no, no. This the villain was. Do you guys remember the Amazing Spider-Man 2?
No.
Okay, never mind. The guy who
The
played
white
Green
guy.
Goblin was the
Yeah, the
main
white guy. Okay, I know.
the main
He looks like
character
a
of
ghost already.
Chronicle.
He's so pale. He looks like a ghost already.
You can't say that word, first of all.
That's. I'm pretty sure that's TOS. So it doesn't
Caucasian.
break TOS. Sorry.
Caucasian.
Uh, oh, that reminds me of The Ring too. The Ring is actually a movie that got really popular, and I did enjoy that. The Ring did scare me a little bit, but not super much. I did
Yeah.
enjoy the
When your
two
phone
rings.
ring, when your phone rings after you see the ring,
Drag Me to Hell.
Drag Me Down
so
was really good too.
was The Ring a good movie, or was it because it also had? This is the first time you had like an Asian, pretty much an Asian
No, I
family
think
as
the Grudge. I think the
that
Grudge
puppet.
comes before the Ring, and that was really the one that people got into the whole Asian ghost thing. I think the Grudge is before the Ring. I'm not sure.
I
Uh,
really don't
I
remember.
like that Asian Ghost.
Like I'd say those they didn't scare me as a kid, but like I said, when the phone rang after I saw the ring, I was like, who calling me?
I'm not picking that up. If I don't pick it up, I can't die because I never received the message.
What was the one where
It's
like
dead.
they would all get
Yeah,
like this?
imagine she be texting you, she be hitting you on your beeper, she be hitting you everywhere on your tablet.
Look,
And
all
you
you
just
gotta
keep
do is click
ignoring
on the
her.
text message. Don't read it in the notification bar.
She be sending you emails.
Hey, this is your cable company. We gotta talk to you about something from the ring.com.
You can't pick it up. Imagine
uh,
it's some of your like someone got lost, and they were like, "Hey man, help me out! I'm lost here." But no, you're not picking it up.
I
oh,
think
you know,
both of those movies they were good though. Like the first ones were good.
Even Final Destination was fun. The when
oh,
it
dude,
started.
Final Destination
Oh
was
yeah,
fun.
like you ever drive behind one of those big trucks that have wood on it?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've like been a passenger. I was sitting on the
You see
front seat.
that and you just speed past it now.
Those Final Destination movies were good, but that's another franchise that kind of been running to the ground.
It's still
Like,
on. A movie came out in the summer. I didn't see it, but it came out in the summer. Another one.
You know, the thing was that there was one movie where they connected it with the first one. That was fun. Like that movie was bad, but the only good part about was that the main guy in that movie sits in the same plane as the main guy in the first movie. So it all just connects.
So speaking of the movies, we haven't mentioned Scream.
Oh, Scream.
Let
That
me tell
was
you
fun.
something. I'm not a big fan of Scream. People love them, and I think
I
they're mid.
I would say after Scary Movie, I appreciate Scream more.
Oh, just scary movie just made all those movies more fun in a way. But Scream itself, I remember watching it and I didn't like it. It was mid for me. It was like I know what you did last summer, which was mid too.
But this is
Uh,
this is literally of all the ones we mentioned, this is the only normal person. No demonic powers.
Yo, what was the
Killing
movie
people.
with those toys? Like those toys turn into.
Chucky,
No, 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 not
little
Chucky.
soldiers.
No, not Chucky. Not even the soldier one. You know those weird
Annabelle.
looking like creatures who like used to speak and they
Oh,
had like.
Gremlins.
Ah, goddamn. Let me look at them.
Yeah, because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Let me.
ooh, that reminds me. I saw there's a movie called Tales from the Hood, which is like the it's like that. Remember that Crypt Keeper that was in the 90s?
Yeah,
Uh,
I
but it
know
was
what
like
you're talking about.
it was like a version of that from but hood version, like a hood version, and
They made
and
so
then
many like when horror movies are struggling, they go to the hood.
they go to the hood. Leprechaun went to the hood.
Yep.
Yeah,
They go
that
to the
Tales from the
hood. They
Hood.
go to space.
That Tales from the Hoods movie. It was like that movie was segmented into three short stories, and one of the story was about these dolls. They're supposed to be slaves, and the spirit of the slaves got sucked into the dolls, and they
Bro,
were like in a Black History museum, and they
what
would
is
come
the
out,
spirit of a slave gonna do? It can't even speak, can it?
bro. They this is getting this. We shouldn't go down this route
Bro,
because it's gonna
if,
get super
look,
political.
if a spirit of the slave takes over one of my Funko Pops, you know what I'm gonna do? I got a whip. I'll pull that out,
Okay,
snap it
see,
together.
no.
Put
See,
it
I'm gonna
together.
have to
Blah,
call on
blah.
this.
And I can't find the name. God.
Is it
Oh,
Annabelle?
that's a little racist. Cut all that stuff out.
No, you think I was keeping that?
Oh,
Uh,
thank God.
is it Annabelle Ash?
No, 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 no. It was
Describe the
like no,
pictures, man.
it was like a troll-like creature, and
A
everybody
what?
started getting them as like because they would talk and their eyes, like it would be like a smart toy kind of thing,
A
and
Chucky?
not Chucky, man. Eh,
Literally describing Chucky though.
No, this was like
Did
it
it have
didn't
red
look
hair?
like a human being. It looked like a troll, and
Chucky?
you say Chucky one more time.
Did it have red hair?
God damn, like I said, it's not
Was it
Chucky.
Chucky? Was
Everybody
it Child's
remembers
Play?
Chucky. It how should I
Do
say?
you
Are
do
you
Like
you
talking
they
about?
even came up with its toys. Like people bought it in real life.
You're talking
look,
about the Gremlins.
Yeah, the
I
Gremlins.
said Gremlins.
Thank God.
I
Thank
I
God.
literally
was
said
kidding.
Gremlins.
Were you actually talking about the Gremlins?
Yeah.
They look nothing like humans.
No, I said they don't look like humans. Stop saying the ones that are like humans.
I said
Is
Gremlins.
it
That was
Chucky?
the third thing I
No, it
said.
was
It's
Gremlins,
Annabelle.
bro. It was Gremlins.
Bro, this nigga, this boy.
Uh, I saw Gremlins 1 and 2, and it was a classic, especially 2.
The new
So,
It's a
batch.
classic.
can I ask you something?
The two
'Cause
was the new
you,
batch. Yeah, thank
bro, if
God.
you're older than me, do you remember when the Furby dolls came out?
Yeah,
Do they not look like gremlins before you give them
they
water?
did. Yeah,
Okay,
they were
so
spooky.
I had a Furby, and then I saw gremlins, and I was like, I'm good. So I put the Furby in my closet. This
You did
thing had no batteries in it. I checked after this event happened. This thing in the middle of the night started talking and making noises in the closet. And, as a young black man, I stay under my covers and then went to sleep. I ain't checking. I'm not that curious.
And as a young black man, I prayed to Tupac, and he came down and he took
I'm
care
not
of him.
Jada Pinkett Smith, okay? Calm down. But so I checked in the morning because I had to get dressed for school, and I grabbed the Furby doll. I flipped it upside down. No batteries were in it. When I left, I jumped that. I threw it in the trash, the dumpster outside.
That was a good move, bro.
Yeah.
You should have made it in holy water though.
Gremlins
First.
is one of those fun movies. It's not
Yeah, Grimm is
scary.
just a fun movie. It's not
It's just
scary.
fun. But like literally, how hard is it to not give them water after midnight? Put them in a kennel.
And you know what's funny when you talk about the Gremlins? Gremlins as a franchise could have been as big as Ghostbusters.
I don't
Like
know. I really don't. Because
yeah,
Ghostbusters had four guys that led them. That were you loved each of them. Gremlins was what? The
dude,
two,
I always
the
thought
two
Ghostbusters was
gremlins
mid
that each
too.
one.
I enjoyed them as a kid, but Ghostbusters movies are mid too.
I like the cartoon
Yeah,
more. The cartoon of Ghostbuster was fun.
I think that mentioning cartoons, if they had made Gremlins a cartoon, like an animated version, maybe.
Exactly.
But I don't know how long it can last because you have the one that never turns and the kid. Like I don't know how much you can do with that. This ain't Pokemon, or is it?
You know, I'm gonna tell you what I think is the best Halloween movie I've ever seen. And when I thought of Hocus Pocus, I thought Hocus Pocus is pretty up there. But the best Halloween movie I've ever seen, I don't even know the name of it. But I don't know if you guys have probably
Yeah.
seen it.
So you're gonna
It's
tell us the best Halloween movie you've ever seen and not know the name?
dude. I'm sorry. Okay, I would have to look it up. But you probably know it if once I describe it. It's a Scooby Doo movie where Shaggy turns into a werewolf and he has to have a race with a bunch of monsters. He
Bro,
has to race the mummy.
really? Look, I love
Yeah, he has.
Scooby Doo is a great.
But
Actually,
that
I don't
was
think I wasn't
fun.
even
That
thinking
was not
animated.
scary.
So Scooby Doo is a great answer because they have a bunch of Halloween movies. But I know the one you're talking about is when they're stuck into the horror world and
Wow.
they're all
Yeah,
witches.
One
That
thing
is
I
a good
never
movie.
understood about
But how can you not say the ones with the witches, the hex witches, or the
I don't remember
cyber,
that one.
or
I
the
have
one
a
with the blue
question.
cyber guy?
I have a question regarding Scooby Doo. Why did people hate Scrappy?
He's a jerk.
I never understood why people hated Scrappy Doo.
Have you not?
I
Have you
personally,
not seen
personally,
Scrappy the
as a kid,
character?
I didn't hate Scrappy as a kid,
Yeah,
but I didn't. I wasn't a fan of him either. He was just like a
So
character. I
Scooby is sweet, scared dog. Scrappy is a little dog. You know, little dogs have personality. That's fine. But he also attacks everyone on the team. Like he's not a team player. He's a jerk. Like even in you remember the Scooby Doo live action movie, the second
yeah.
one, where Scrappy becomes the villain.
I
You
think
really
actually
see
that's
it
the first
there,
one. It's the first one where he does that. Yeah.
but that's the second one.
No, the second one is where they go into like a museum and
Oh,
the
you right,
movie
you
the
right,
one.
you right. They're both
and
good.
that the evil character in that one is Alicia Silverstone, I think, is the reporter.
Yeah,
She's the bad guy. And the first one, the bad guy is Mr. Bean, which is actually Scrappy in disguise.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one too.
I've
I
seen both of them.
actually
They're
think,
super cheesy.
bro, did you just say Scooby Doo was cheesy?
The movies, yeah, the remakes, yeah, they were. I enjoyed
You have
them.
the audacity to mention a Scooby Doo movie.
No, I said that the best Halloween movie is that one that I mentioned where he raises all the monsters.
So
Dude, I remember seeing that movie as a kid and I just loved it. It was
because
so
it has
good.
everything in it. It has every no, well, not every Halloween monster, but the PG ones. They're in there.
No, it's because I remember as a kid growing seeing the wacky races, which was a cartoon where they all race each other and they're all unique cars. And I always thought it was a really cool idea. And then Scooby did it with Halloween. I was like, oh my god, I didn't know I would like this so much, but I did as a kid. It was pretty enjoyable, you know. And same with Hocus Pocus and the whole Halloween spirit. It's one of
Yeah,
the few movies that I can say that really have like a cool Halloween spirit.
Halloween Town.
Halloween Town, like I said, I don't remember it, bro. Even though I watched it, and I watched Under Wraps, which is the most the movie,
Yeah, the
the
mummy one.
yeah, that
I,
movie was dope.
yeah, I would agree. At the time, I thought it was dope. But here's the thing, like when you mentioned Hocus Pocus, I think everyone generally likes Hocus Pocus, right? Like
Yeah, I
it's
would
a
say
good
so.
it's a good fun movie. But
But
is it really? It is Halloween just because that's the only day on the earth they appear, or they can come back. But is it really Halloween?
Well, at least for me, the movies that I think best carry the Halloween spirit are movies that are not about murder. They're about the fantasy side of Halloween. You know what I mean? It's
They
almost.
literally try to murder the kid. What are you talking about?
And which one?
Halloween or Hocus Pocus?
Hocus Pocus. They did, but they never
They
really
try
tried
to
that hard
get
to
person
murder
back
him.
that they killed.
They never really tried that hard to really murder him. You know, they never really murder anybody in that movie.
That's why they have. That's why they failed in two movies.
I haven't seen the second one, but what I mean is that I like the.
I get it. I get what
But
you
when
mean.
it comes, yeah, but when once you mix like horror into it, it becomes more about the horror. And honestly, I can think of a Halloween movie, even the movie Halloween, which is supposed has Halloween on the title. To me, it doesn't have the spirit of Halloween. It's just a psycho killer, like Jason. You know.
Well, he only
Uh,
comes out on Halloween, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't mess with Michael. I don't mess with Jason. They're just kind of boring. That's why I like when I think of like a horror killer. I prefer like the Scream guy, girl, because there's like 30 of them.
Yeah, anyone could be the killer in Scream. Anybody that chooses to use that
Anyone
costume and
with a
become a
mask.
psycho. There was some other monster that tried to be. I remember Jeepers Creepers. That was
Eh,
like popular for a while.
yeah,
I never really got
the
got into it.
pinhead.
Oh, dude, Pinhead, Hellraiser. That's true. Hellraiser was very dark. I will need to watch a Hellraiser film because I don't think I seen. I think I saw
just
one.
don't watch the newer one. I watched it thinking like it would be really cool, but it was not that good.
Which one?
Like Hellraiser one, they made like a new part of it with like better effects, but the movie is just awful, bro. So the latest one, skip it. Watch the old one.
Hellraiser always seemed like a BDSM movie kind of to me
Yeah,
with the
because
leather
they
and
were
all the
like dressed
hooks.
like that. So
Yeah.
the recent one was called. God damn it. Let me check the name.
Your ass, is my voice better now?
No.
I can understand you.
I forgot I had a mask on underneath this mask.
Oh, yeah, it's called Hellraiser only, Hellraiser 2022. But don't watch that one, watch the other ones. The 2022 one was just boring, bro. Nothing happened. The effects are cool, but the movie, it's in itself, the story is so weak. Excuse me.
Have y'all seen the new movie that came out this year? Talk to Me.
No,
No.
not yet.
I'd say it's the best horror movie of the decade.
Yeah, I don't believe you. I don't believe your ratings in general. I don't believe
So
ninety
it's about
percent of what you
possession
say.
by demons.
Is it the black? Is it the black one? Is it all with a all
They're
black cast?
Australian.
Oops. I'm gonna have to cut that out because I'm gonna sound racist. Okay.
Bleep it out. Is it the beep one? No, they're Australians, and they have like this thing that lets them voluntarily get possessed, but it can't last longer than 90 seconds, or else something could go bad. And of course,
That sounds horrible.
one of them lasts longer than 90 seconds.
Of course.
Everything seems fine until it doesn't. And she was trying to talk to her mom who died. And her mom appeared. But was that really her mom?
No, it
Hmm.
was not. It was
Well, it
another.
was her mom. But you know, dead people are all the same.
Do you guys remember that movie? I think it's with Catherine Zeta Jones. They go into
Which
a
one is that?
house,
I know
and they go into a house, and the house is haunted. It's a mansion.
Haunted Mansion.
No, that movie sucks. That movie's
Thank you.
so crap, dude.
The one that
Uh,
came out this year, right?
all of them. I've never seen a good iteration of that movie.
Same.
Uh,
Cabin in the Woods was okay. Anybody seen that?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Oh.
So
uh,
when it comes to horror and Halloween movies, I think we can all, I guess we can agree, the pre like 2000, pre 2000s better than post 2000.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
where do
The
you think
Hills Have
that
Eyes.
leap
Man, that
was?
movie
Where
was so gross and so.
I saw that one.
where do you think the leap was when movies went from being like they scar you from life to being like they're actually telling stories and it's like okay that was interesting, wasn't scary but it was interesting.
I don't know. At least for me, with horror movies, I don't tend to trace their history like that. To me, they always been like popcorn movies. They never really take them seriously for the lore or the
But you were
story.
scared of The Exorcist.
Again, I told you the backdrop is because of my stupid mother and my Christian beliefs, bro.
Are you
Uh,
Christian
Christian?
beliefs.
I am Christian. I'm a God fearing man, but I fear nobody.
yeah, I saw Stigmata too, and the End of Days, which is with Arnold Schwarzenegger, is about the devil coming and
What's a
ending
what?
everything. You never seen the End of Days?
Towards a what?
You always pretend to be the social justice warrior, like you
You can't
care
see my
about that.
face right now, but if you could, I'm disappointed in
Schwarzenegger, okay, the End of Days,
you.
he goes against the devil and he beats him.
Schwarzenegger. Bro,
Yo,
they stopped saying the "gur" in it. They're like Schwarzenegger. So that nobody is
how does
like.
he beat the devil? I don't think I've seen it. How does he beat the devil?
How do you always pick the devil? You always go to the Vatican and meet some priest, and he's like, "Okay, listen, exorcism has been happening for a long time," and he takes you to a basement. He shows you a bunch of transcripts, and then and then basically he uses holy water to bless your weapons, and you kill the devil. It's kind of
See,
like the same
I
as
think
Constantine.
I think that's a big problem with a lot of movies these days. They all do that.
Oh yeah, when it comes to exorcism movies, they're always going to be tied to priests and the Vatican. They're the only ones that can do it.
But they
I
never
mean, aside from
mention
Constantine.
they never mention that these priests sleep with little kids.
I know they don't even have that. I
Like
know they're not pure people.
recently, Russell Crowe did haunt. What was it? He did an exorcism
Oh
movie.
yeah, Francis Pope. No, wait, Pope.
Like it was the same. Look, Russell Crowe is like 60 something at this point. He's not in as good a shape as he used to be. And this dude battling demons and doing the same thing you just said.
Yeah, and they're gonna keep making exorcism movies every once in a while. That's something that
So
it's never gonna go away.
what's it called? So I just saw the Nun a month ago. The Nun 2.
Hmm.
Inspired. What's the name of that universe, Ash?
The
The
Annabelle universe
no, the Conjuring universe.
or the
Conjuring. Yeah.
Conjuring? You're right, exactly. I've
So,
seen a couple of the Conjuring movies, and they were alright actually. They were pretty
so
scary and enjoyable.
see, I wouldn't say they're scary. Well, maybe the first two they were a little scary, but besides those, they're all story driven.
You know, there's one movie that people don't like that I like and it's the Insidious one. Like I don't know why. Like it's not horror, but the kind of universe they have made it's fun.
I think
I
all
don't think
these
I've ever seen that one.
I think all these universes with that involve horror, they are fun universes, not to live in, but to watch. You know,
Yeah,
they're fun.
like Insidious one, the way they goes into the other place and like they are just stairs and it's like completely uh, different world. That's like everything is just hanging in like a white candle. It was cool to see that.
I think the problem with a lot of horror movies for me, like we said before, everyone gets solved the same way.
It's like
Like
formula,
maybe
like they don't want to get rid of the formula, plus they want to incorporate newer stuff. But the formula is the one that kills whatever the good the newer stuff brings.
yeah, like I think the problem is when they start like you have this whole movie, you kill the big demon, and then the demon's not dead or whatever.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, like demon would either be lurking or it would have possessed someone, or like they would just end it with like the demon just being like still there.
Like that's a bunch of movies. Like look at Chucky. I love Chucky. He's just entertaining as hell. But look at Chucky. This kid been beat by how many 6-year-olds and he's still around.
Chucky is actually similar to Freddy. They're like one of the few horror villains that crack jokes
Have
and
you
really
watched
enjoy.
the TV show?
There's a Chucky TV show.
Yeah, it's on season 4. Just started, I think.
Bro, there's way too many series for me to watch that sort of stuff.
Like he
Chucky's
brought
sense
back
of
the
humor and like the way
who's that
Chucky
lady
talks.
who's that lady that he was with in the movie?
Jennifer Tilly or whatever.
Yeah, she's back in it too. Like
I
they
always
brought
found
back
her, I
some of
always
the
found
old
her
people.
super hot, but not a great actress. Just found her hot.
Hey, you don't need to be a great actress.
You just need to be hot. Is
Just
that
look
what you're
at
saying?
Lady Gaga. Yes, said it.
Oh, wait, the best horror movie is Morbius. Can't believe I forgot about that.
Jesus.
We're gonna end the episode here with that nonsense. Look, the first time I saw Morbius, I thought it was better than Spider-Man.
Which Spider-Man?
The one with Toby and Andrew.
Oh,
like,
the
I don't have a
Spider-Man 3
home
Far
or
From
something.
Home?
I don't know. Doctor Strange is in it.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah,
So
that's...
the one.
oh no, that's No Way Home, No Way Home, No Way
Right, this dude just need to rent a home at this point.
Home.
But the second time I saw it, it's trash. So I think my first opinion, it's solid. Like it's a surprise because I don't watch trailers, y'all know. They did it pretty decently. But
No, dude,
it's not rewatchable.
I saw Morbius when everybody was bashing it. Everybody was like, "Oh, this movie is the most horrible movie ever." And when I saw it,
I
I'm
think
like,
the
"Dude,
big
it
thing
wasn't
about
that bad."
the big thing about that, it's Marvel fans doing that because it's not a part of the MCU. I'm just saying.
Yeah, or collectively, the public opinion is kind of trash because they also were raving on about that Melina show. Is it called Merlina?
I have no idea what show you're
The
talking about.
Wednesday, the one with the Adams Family girl.
Oh,
Wednesday.
Oh,
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday was very good. I enjoyed it. I have her Funko Pop.
Oh, dude, that reminds me of Beetlejuice too. Beetlejuice could be a Halloween movie for sure if they had incorporated a Halloween aspect
It's
to
a
it.
classic.
What?
It's a classic.
Yeah, if they had incorporated Halloween to it, it would have been perfect because everybody was like a monster and they were all partying around, and Beetlejuice was like this scumbag uh, ghost. That was a great movie, and it had a cartoon too that I used to watch. Uh, a Beetlejuice cartoon.
What about Edward Scissorhands?
That was...
I love that movie.
Yeah,
as a
that
kid.
was a good movie.
I don't even know. I think it was like Christmas though, but you know.
Yeah, Johnny Depp. Good guy.
And have y'all seen Krampus? Not the old ones, the one that came out like 2014.
I think I saw one.
Oh,
but
I
don't
remember that. That movie was fun, the 2014 one. Bro,
That
we
is my
watched it,
favorite.
remember? We used to watch those movies, like all the movies that would come out, and we would just discuss it after watching it.
I'd say I can agree with your Scooby Doo as like it's a very good Halloween themed movie, but I still stand with Halloween Town. Like
What about you, Ash? What do you think is the best Halloween movie? Like, at least the one that you've seen that has captured the Halloween spirit the best.
I would, can I go after the Goosebumps one, even though it's not a movie?
Sure, if you want to be lazy about it, sure.
I mean, they did make a Goosebumps movie starring Jack Black.
Yeah, not that one. The
Bro,
Haunting
I'm sick
Mask.
of Jack Black. There was a period where he was in everything. I'm like, okay, that's enough Jack Black. I remember I saw a romantic comedy with him and the girl from Titanic, and I'm like, okay, this is where I draw the line. Jack Line is not gonna become a rom com star too.
Man, because
I
you can't pull a Jack Black.
bro, listen. If he wants to play the chubby rocker with a lot of energy, I'm cool with it. But if you want to make him like the rom com star, I'm not down with that. Jack Black doesn't cut it.